live.
We're live, yeah. I was making a note on what we want to talk about. Hey, thank you for tuning in to yet another episode. I think we determined it in the pre-show, episode 28 of Lancaster Connects. Thank you for watching. Lancaster Connects is the show about small business and small charity success here in Lancaster. The story of David versus Goliath, the battle on Main Street, how we all, small businesses and small charities, kind of out Amazon. So lots of fun planned in our show. We've kind of added some new things in as we go along. Make sure to comment, do the little heart thing, the heart reaction. That's a heart with my crooked hands that don't bend anymore from too many dirt bike and motorcycle accidents.
Crooked hands.
Yeah, they just don't. It doesn't go like my Cub Scout salute. That's as good as it gets. Yeah, give us
2.5.
Give us the love reaction. That actually does improve the algorithm more than like. So we appreciate that. Share it and comment.
Type some words.
We will be commenting. No, you'll be commenting. We'll be giving the prizes. Chris is on his A game. Producer Chris, Cast Ahead Productions. You ever want to have fun with a podcast like us? Call Chris or reach out. We'll make a connection for you. Today, for commenting, winners will be drawn at random from the comment. Shiatsu foot massager. Going to give this away at the end of the show. So stay tuned. Stay watching on the show. There's no reason not to. Facebook lets you watch while you scroll, all right? Or just open up another tab and listen to us in the background. And if you do just like to listen to us, we are available as a podcast on all your podcast platforms. Whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, you're gonna give a feedback loop of sound here.
Oh, it didn't come up.
That's because you can't play.
I want to win. You're saying I can't win? There it is. I commented. I'm first place.
What's in your coffee?
Pumpkin.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. So you can win a foot massager. You can also come into the store. We've had and have been kind of quiet about promoting them, but they're really amazing. If I look a little uncomfortable, it's because I am. I did something to my back, and it's been made better by the amazing mattress I have at home and the amazing massage chair at home. I would love to hear what the public's feedback is on Ben's eligibility to win.
There was no disclaimer. I did not see a disclaimer.
I'd love to hear.
Maybe that's on us, but I'm just trying to play by the rules.
That's just you. Anyway,
tell us about your massage chair at home.
So the massage chair at home,
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. Massage chair at home is one of our Infinity massage chairs. It is called the Genesis Max, and it is max enjoyable. Tons of different pre-programmed settings. I was fiddling around with the manual adjustment last night, dialing in on some of the things that bothered me. And so we now offer a very nice lineup of massage chairs for your home. These are like recliners on steroids. I mean, you can sit. I watched football in the chair, just kind of sitting in the chair for a little bit last night in between massage cycles, because there is a balance. You don't want to over massage yourself. That can actually do harm to your muscles. And
so what would you say is the ideal time?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes. It's a good pattern, good program, and
they have a number of pre-programmed settings.
They do.
So if you don't want to fiddle with it and play around, there's 15, 20 different settings. You can just set it and forget it. And sports, relaxation.
Ron Popeil yourself. Right in the chair.
They're amazing. Obviously we have them here set up in the showroom. Free massages for us and the staff anytime.
And for you. Come on in and try it out. We'll let you try them out. Go through a cycle or two.
Yep. Kind of a perk of the job. We have to know how they feel.
We do.
There's Nick's wife. Yes. Yeah. See, there we go. I need another foot massager at home.
It's not the spirit of the contest.
That's right. I hope there's numerous entries.
That's right.
So that there's no chance that I will win.
That's right. So you did a hike this weekend.
We did a hike. So it was really nice this weekend. Saturday was kind of a day where we had a lot going on and did a lot of stuff around the house.
Did you use your leaf blower?
I did. One of the side benefits of the leaf blower is not only for leaves. I like sweeping out the garage with it. So our garage, when you have the garage door open and you're outside and doing stuff, leaves. There's like a wind tunnel that blows everything, all the debris back into the garage. So now I just take the leaf blower.
You know what the side benefit of my leaf blower is?
Just close the garage door.
Ethan and Aiden.
Ah, there you go.
They pick it up.
They
My two
pick it
boys.
So I did blow some leaves. So Saturday was all day long kind of cleaning. We're hosting Thanksgiving dinner on Friday. Kind of a big deal. We got 14 people coming to the house. So Sunday afternoon, we wanted to do something outside, do something with the kids. So we went hiking at Speedwell Forge, just north of Lidditz. Really cool place. Number of trails. Wasn't sunny, but it was nice outside.
It wasn't so cold.
You could wear a sweatshirt and you could get moving and not feel like you're sweating, but it wasn't cold enough that you were needed a winter hat and gloves. So really cool place. The neat thing is All Trails app. There's probably multiple trail apps, but last year I downloaded the All Trails app, and anytime you want to go hiking or go for a walk or whatever, just pull up the All Trails app, tell it where you are, and it'll give you a ton of recommendations as to where to go. You'll never get lost on the trails. I mean, you can follow the little dots on the trees, but the All Trails app shows you where you're going, and you can record where you go so that you can do hikes again if you like it. So really cool. I would suggest it.
Sounds like you do hiking like the way I do camping.
Yes.
Fully plugged in and connected.
Yeah. But he's like, "Are you looking at the trail or are you checking your email?" I'm like, I'm checking the trail.
Liar.
I was.
And you probably ordered another record.
Yeah.
Ben has a record problem.
I do. It's there are many addictions that are worse, I would say. What did you do this weekend? Let's change gears here.
I did an urban hike.
Oh yeah.
My urban hike was at Hershey Park. We did our annual Christmas lights, Christmas extravaganza time at Hershey Park. I was the reigning. I won the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup laser shoot 'em up game.
It's probably why your back hurts.
So, no, you just sit and zip through the thing.
No,
I figured it out sitting here. Just is, we stood for about 20, 30 minutes waiting for family to kind of reconvene. We all kind of broke off a little bit, did our own thing, and then got together and watched lights and whatnot. But I stood like this for about 20, 30 minutes. And I'm positive that's what it was. But I did get my steps in. In fact, my Oura ring, which I overworked and needed to be charged again, is missing. But I hiked so much, it said, "Whoa, slow down. You're way over your normal exercise." So that was kind of funny that the Oura ring told me to slow my roll. And now here I am all sore and stiff today. Go figure.
So the lesson is to listen to your ring.
Sure.
And don't stand crooked.
Don't stand crooked. I think that's the bigger one for sure. I think that's what really did it. Anyway, if you want all kinds of tomfoolery like this, you want to know where to catch the latest and greatest of what we're doing on Lancaster Connects, you can get it on YouTube, under the Lancaster Connects channel on Facebook, same page, on our Gardeners YouTube and Facebook pages, as well as Ben and I's personal pages. So that's our little.
That's the intro.
That's the intro. That's the banter. It says so right here on the script.
We're following the script today.
I'm trying. You, in your usual self, are all over the place. There's something in this coffee this week. If you can guess, we'll give you a prize or something. But let's bring on our guests. We have Mary Sue Wolf and Derek Webb from Wolf and Webb Real Estate. And I think we're just going to spoil it. Yep, there is the additional guest.
She went back to bed.
Who's that?
You want to say?
There she is. Yeah, here, wait, tilt down for a
Keep her down a
second.
little bit. She's asleep.
Isn't she cute?
Our new puppy.
Yeah.
What boy,
Sweet
girl?
girl. It's a girl. Her name's
What?
Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And today's
And
the
what-
session day.
Mm-hmm. She's very photogenic.
We could spend an episode on the dog. What kind of dog is that?
Give the people what they want.
That's right. What kind of dog is that?
Havapoo. Havanese and a poodle.
Yeah.
I think it was
Can you
cockapoo.
smile?
He's a tail.
Can you wave?
Anyways, you'll see more of Bailey in our little
Yeah.
Thank you to the launch that we're doing with Bailey, but she's here just to be kind of fun.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
not only are Mary Sue and Derek part of founders of Wolf and Webb Real Estate, but they are also the creators of Lancaster Local Secrets. That's what we're going to be talking about today, as we promised, Secrets Revealed. So we'll have Mary Sue, Derek, and Bailey back on momentarily. All right. So as we said before, we do prizes here on the show. This is this week's prize, the Shiatsu foot massager. So comment away, share away, comment many times, because I believe every comment kind of gets you an entry in. I think.
Yeah.
I think. If that's wrong, well, I'm Jeff, and I just say wrong things sometimes. That's that. But
Say wrong things sometimes.
well, as far as the things, as far as
I get you.
the entries go, I mean, Ben just makes up his own rules. Like, well, I own the joint, so I'm going to win the Shiatsu foot massager.
We didn't disclaim
You
it.
know, Ben takes all the prizes home. But anyway, so that's what we've got. Why don't you do your thing? Because
You need a moment.
I need a moment to grab my sleep better tip.
So we've highlighted the last few shows, our books, our new books we're
You
quite
take
proud
that
of.
blue one home and
Yeah. So
study it
this
for
one,
myself.
Back Pain Solved. These are all handwritten testimonials in these pages. A few of them are about the happy buying experience we provide at Gardeners. One's about mattress replacement success. We have some other books in the works, neck pain and whatnot. Obviously, back pain is something that's very common for our customers. Probably one of the most common, that and snoring, right?
For Jeff today.
So when people aren't getting a good night's sleep, back pain could likely be the culprit. We, gardeners, and our team here are very good at analyzing your sleep needs, whether that be back pain or snoring or reflux or sciatica pain, restless leg, the list goes on and on and on. We have solutions for all of those sleep challenges. In this book, in these books here, we've compiled specific testimonials related to how Gardeners has solved back pain. So I'll read one of many. Bernadine from Lancaster wrote about our old mattress. She was waking up with backache. Every morning she couldn't take 8 hours on another mattress. How did we do with helping her select the right mattress? We were very helpful in describing the benefits of our Gold Bond mattresses. They're flippable two-sided beds. We won her over with that education. And then overall, she was very satisfied with the Gold Bond mattress she got. And of course, all the employees that helped. The delivery people were very nice, courteous, and friendly, again, as always. But again, we helped her solve back pain just by talking to her about her sleep challenges and then making some recommendations. And ultimately, the Gold Bond mattress won out. For a lot of our folks, it's an adjustable bed base, maybe one of our less more cuddle mattresses where you can elevate the legs and reduce the stress and tension on the back muscles and open up the vertebrae in the spine. We have a solution for all of those sleep needs. So
That's right. Very good.
thanks. It was a terrible wrap up.
You gave me ample time to find my tip.
Good.
The script says read the thing.
Read the thing.
Read the review.
Go for it.
Going for it. I love this guy. I mean, I do. Isn't he like your brother, your son, your nephew, your grandson? This guy right here. Like that's the thing about Ben. I've known him for 20 years. He's like just such a great quality.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Really
that.
does.
Yeah.
But does talk with his hands. Like I was going to comment.
I do.
I was going to comment there. It's only a two-sided mattress if it does this.
Yes.
Because Ben can't say two-sided without doing that.
I annoy the crap out of Lindsay. I'll just say that. With the talking.
With the hands.
But also as a secret. I'm going to try to keep my hands still for the rest of the show.
So then I'll have to carry the whole show because you will not be able to speak.
Yeah, I'll just sit here.
That's right. Anyway, your Sleep Better tip. If you'd like a copy of your own Sleep Better book, right here, we will mail you a copy. Go to gardenersmattressandmore.com/sleep better right there on your screen, and we will mail it out to you. From page 41, wind down. This is actually what I did when I got home Saturday night from my urban hike around Hershey Park. You're more apt to get to sleep faster if you have a wind down routine before bedtime. It's understandable how most people have tremendously busy schedules with working long hours. and all the activities you have. If you have kids, it's challenging to fit in you time. In my case, Jeff time. But somehow you really must schedule some you time every evening to wind down before putting your head on a comfy pillow, even if it's only 20 to 30 minutes. So when we help people, namely with back pain, it's really about communicating a good position to lie in, a good position to lay down in, relieve that tension throughout the back, relieve that stretch and tightness and pulling of the soft tissues, kind of take the tightness out and make it loose, give slack so your muscles relax, the bones can relax, nerve pathways can kind of restore. So that wind down routine for me after getting home from Hershey Park was getting my feet up in bed with the elevated feet and the head, kind of getting into that zero gravity restorative, what I call relax position, and really kind of like tuned my body up to be able to go to sleep that night. So I really enjoyed that. I'm looking at this guy because I know he's like head and foot tilt. He's just chomping. He's chomping at the bit to compliment my words, aren't you?
Of course, I just did that. Don't even need to say anything.
It's impossible. It's impossible. Anyway, if you want good sleep tips, this book, Sleep Better, we will happily mail it to you free of charge. Just go to gardnersmattresandmore.com/sleep, and we will get one out, sleep-better, and we'll get one out to you. All right, without too much further ado, hopefully we haven't completely bored Bailey to death, although, as a puppy, they kind of sleep often. Let's bring on Mary Sue, Derek, and Bailey again. Welcome back to the show. Are you wondering what you've gotten yourselves into?
So, what do you guys want to know? Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. First thing, so why did you start? Not we, I wasn't part of it. Why did you start Lancaster Local Secrets?
We are realtors. That's our main thing. And I kept finding I was telling people moving to the area the same stories over and over again. And I finally said, Derek, you know what? We should just put this where we can offer it to other people.
Yeah, if you can picture me hearing her tell these things to people, I'm like, we got to do something with this, Mary Sue. I hear you say this stuff. It's great information that people are just eating up. So,
and it's important to connect people to Lancaster, not just move here and hate it, but move here and really get to know Lancaster. So it's 30 years of experience of me being here, raising 3 kids that I just know. Like this weekend, I had somebody, the house is under contract, and they're asking about restaurants that they wanted Thai food. And it's just fun to be able to say, oh, go to this website, we have it. Or you just continuing, as I say, after we close on the house, if you don't text me at least 10 times with a question about the area, then I'm not doing my job well. You keep asking, keep connecting.
Yep.
And we want to promote small businesses. That's their biggest thing.
So what kind of secrets are on Lancaster Local Secrets? You mentioned restaurants. What other secrets are hidden?
Do you know what's actually fun about it is we don't do it by, like, it's now December 4th, there's an event. It's by season. So it's not going to go out of style. It's tips like back in the summer, like kayaking at Shanksmere. People maybe have never really gone down that way. Well, by the way,
we didn't have any urban hikes on our list, but we will consider adding them in the future. Just so you know.
Urban hike, that was perfect. And it's simple things like, well, if you're going to go down to Shanksmere and go kayaking, then go right not 1 mile down the road to Moondancer Winery. And here's why, and here's the pizza to order.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you've got our site pulled up there. Yeah. So
that's very cool. How long have you been doing it?
I'm going to say a year and a half. I want to say we celebrated, like June 1 was the 1 year. And there's probably about 50 something posts for your audience to go, take a look at, see what's up there. A lot of great fall. You can see right there, Fall in Love with Lancaster is one of the most recent, great things. I'd be curious to how many of these you guys know about.
I was wondering that too. How many overlaps do we have, or help each other? Extraordinary It's a big push, and actually, we're going to be writing about your website for the next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, you post on us.
We made it.
We made it. We don't even know what to say. Wait, watch Ben's hands. Is he speechless? They're not moving. He's speechless. No, that's great.
Really great.
It's just a fun guide. Everything from best restaurants. Oh my gosh, the best one I found this past weekend is called.
Throw us out a new secret.
What did I just forget the name? Okay, it's by Sight and Sound.
Agape.
Agape. Have you been there
Yes.
yet?
I have not.
Oh my! It's
Sounds
an
like I
amazing.
should.
Yeah, it's right near Sight and Sound Theater. And
Just south of it on, what is that, Hartman Bridge Road? I
yeah,
think?
going towards Strasbourg.
Strasbourg area.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been written up, and it's in the Clipper magazine, and there's coupons there. But the biggest thing,
Atmosphere was really cool, right?
totally, it's
Yeah, food was
like
great.
Magnolia, like Joanna Gaines. So if you like that feeling, but they do boards. So normally you'll go to a diner and you'll order pancakes. This place you'll go and order a charcuterie board of pancakes. And this
How
big
about that?
tray appears, and it has toppings and chocolate chips, and it's fun. It's like for the whole table. I will warn you,
That sounds
we
like
did
my
make a
kind of
reservation. We called ahead an hour. It was an hour wait. It was on a Saturday. And when we got there, it was another 40 minutes because it was that amazing. And I would go again.
Wow.
It was
There you
really agape.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
yeah, and it's fun sharing and promoting local. And that's really, we live here. We want to make people love it as much as we do, right?
Yeah, I mean,
What we found is home is about lifestyle, the bottom line. So people, they're shopping for a home, and a lot of these things come up while they're shopping. Hey, where do I do this? Where do I go get that? And working with Mary Sue is my privilege because she's just a wealth of information. So,
And we're going to be saying we know where to get your mattress when you move into your new house. Don't you worry.
yes, of course.
perfect.
And your sleep better book.
And your sleep better book.
That's right. That's right. So you help an awful lot of people moving around in the county, into the county. What are the things you're talking about what makes Lancaster County great from your view, and then the feedback you get from people that move into the county from outside of it?
Well, we talk about, I've heard you talk about Lancaster County as a whole, but also, we go pretty local too. I mean, you live here in Manheim Township, and I'm a resident of Hempfield. And so part of it is I would say we're pretty hyper local sometimes. Depends on the questions that we get. So
I'm just trying to. For me, it's the unique, fun things like it's the Halloween parade, and I just try. It's just constantly. They might know Lancaster, or my favorite thing is Derek has this game about how to really say Lancaster is Lancaster, Lancaster, and it's a game that I keep saying he needs to make it a real game. Like, that would be a good idea for moving in this. But it's all about the food, our places to go, and Lancaster sayings, localisms that we'll have to share with you guys if you want to post it sometime. It's really fun to see who gets it right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we say Lancaster like Bancaster. Lancaster like bank. Blank bank, Lancaster.
Yeah, it's fun. Especially a lot of relocation right now going on with the doctors and all these new hospitals going in. When you meet with them, they really don't know how to say it right. So I'm like, first thing we're going to do is learn how to say it so people don't know you're from out of town, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah,
you don't get to close on your house if you say it Lancaster.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So you're new here.
Right.
What?
Hey,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, Ben.
I was going to ask, what do you like most about putting the site together and providing the information? What do you like about it?
I'll speak up real quick on that one. It's fun to reach out to the people that we are promoting. Like we are choosing them based on our experience and enjoying. And it started just from sharing these tips. But what we found is one of the funnest things is to reach out to these companies ahead of writing a blog and say, hey, we really love what you guys are doing over there. We're going to feature you, just heads up, and they reach back out and say, oh my gosh, everyone is so appreciative, and it's fun to, I would say it makes me feel more like I'm a part of a community in doing it.
Yeah.
Like giving something out there of information. Gives, so that's the fun part for us, I think.
Yeah, very neat. Very neat.
And I cover
that's really it's really kind of the same thing with us and putting this show together, connecting people in Lancaster, connecting with folks like you, other businesses and nonprofits that we highlight on here. It's really cool experience to make these sort of connections, and businesses appreciate it, nonprofits appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like when I met you at that Mixer that night, I was like, wait a minute, you're the guy that does a mattress show. And I knew, because I've been watching it, I was like, but we do something similar. We should combine energy. So I'm glad we are.
Here we are.
Yeah. So you're Lancaster famous apparently.
Big deal.
He is.
You did catch me off guard because we there were a lot of people around, and I just kind of happened to saunter over that way, and we said hello and introduced, and then you hit me with it. I'm like, oh yeah, I am that guy. It was kind of funny.
So he didn't hit you up, like he didn't have his autograph pen out that he normally has.
Not that son.
He didn't mention.
He didn't have any 8x10s on him.
George said he didn't mention a co-host.
Just kidding.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, right. I mean,
He didn't.
yeah, I know. I mean,
Oh man,
that's how this guy. It's how it goes.
my apologies.
You seriously didn't
No,
mention it?
they're kidding. They're joking.
We're kidding. Sure, we're kidding. Yeah, sure.
Just playing along.
Yeah, I have to give you a script on that one.
Oh man.
So, connecting people locally, it's holiday season. You said you'd like to kind of focus seasonally. Any good secrets on events or local makers, or ways that people around our county and in our neighborhood, now that people are established here that you've helped maybe recently or in the past, or anybody really listening, to more enjoy the holiday season from a real local perspective, whether that's local shopping, local experiences?
Yeah, well, two things actually.
Perfect timing that you asked that.
We have not published this blog yet, but soon to be published is the blog on Christmas lights. That's
An
a
actual
super
app
fun
that
thing to
it's
do.
interactive, and you can go. People post if you want them to see your lights.
Yep.
So that'll be really fun. We, as a family, we called it. We used to do. This is terrible. There was always a really good light tour, and then there was a tacky tour. So
The tacky tour.
And then we would know which houses were the tacky tour. But now this is a true app that we're about to.
Hey, in fairness, I think I know some of the homeowners, and tacky is what they're going
They
for.
went to tacky.
They're like, so we're fulfilling their dream, I think.
On both sides.
Yeah. So
But that will be on our future blog. Actually, is it on blog or email or how much?
that'll be a blog post. That will also be. We actually have two blogs. We have the Wolf and Webb blog where we give information about people wanting to buy and sell a home. Maybe list your home during the holidays or not. Those kind of things. We will probably post that one in both places because that's just such a great topic. That one's not up there yet because we want to give Thanksgiving its full. I'm kind
Do
of
your holidays in order. I
I
appreciate
don't like to skip over, and so and there's such great fall stuff still left to do. So yeah, we don't want to quite rush that. But if you go follow our blog, you will see that when it comes out very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
I approach Christmas lights. If you've been watching the show, maybe not, that's okay. I approach Christmas lights the way I approach landscaping. Easy stuff. So like for me, Christmas lights are those like light thrower, star shower things. See, like I'm talking and he's doing his hands. Well, you plug the light in the ground, plant the stake in the ground, and it throws the pattern on the wall. I love those things. I get one every year. And I just realized we have a whole new privacy fence in the backyard that I probably could find like a cool scene to like dance and prance across the fence, which is kind of neat. So I have to go find something like that.
What's your home address so we can add you to the tacky?
That's definitely, King Tacky, 123 Tacky Lane. That's me. Listen, I like doing it. I enjoy it, but I don't want to struggle with the knots of Christmas lights because then I'm not in the Christmas spirit. And then
I can imagine how that would go.
There's no Christmas joy in the garage. And so I know my personality and work through it, and we put on a really good light show. And if I win the championship tacky light thing,
wear it with pride.
I'll wear it with pride.
That's right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, one of the reasons I like featuring homeowners that like to go through all that work is because it is so much work. I mean, if you went out there and you did that to share the Christmas spirit with me and my 4-year-old and 6-year-old in the truck driving through, just having fun on a weekday night. I mean, thank you. Thank you to all of you out there doing that because it is work. It really is. So
yeah, people really put in the time, and thanks, Pete. We think it's a great show too. It's a good friend of the show. But yeah, I mean, it is really nice when people in your neighborhood do spend the time. So if you have a way to thank them, maybe it's just bring some cookies over, leave them on their door, or give them to them. But yeah, I mean, they are truly spreading cheer around the neighborhood, kind of making it fun, and I think that's really great. I saw a lot of that with Halloween.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not as many inflatable turkeys running around. It is Turkey Ben week, though. We have to get that
Oh
up.
yeah.
I do agree. Halloween is more trumped up this year than it has been for a long time.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
pent
for
up.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, I think this Halloween, people were able to kind of get back to a little more normalcy. So we celebrated in a little bigger fashion, which is great. And hopefully Christmas follows suit.
So quick number 2 on that. Christmas lights
Yeah.
was one blog post to be coming soon.
With that interactive site.
Yeah. So number 2 would be we just in November, because a lot of people, I mean, we like to do our Christmas shopping. We like at our house, we like to do meaningful gifts, and so we like to Christmas shop, kind of earlier rather than later. So we put out on our email list, we sent out an email called Shop Small, and it was like, it looks like you got it there. So this went out to everyone in our email database that likes to receive this kind of stuff to show them like all the great places, around Lancaster County, small shops, just
Really
like
cool
what you
stuff.
feature with. Maybe you featured some of these on your show. I don't know. But yeah, just great places to get great holiday gifts. And of course, get them now before they're gone in December. So these are all great companies, great people of Lancaster County.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, and a gift doesn't have to be a physical gift. It can be an experience like going to Zig's Bakery. I've been there a couple times. A restaurant experience, that sort of thing. My wife Lindsay and I were talking just yesterday. I mean, I think local shopping this holiday season is probably going to be off the charts because you go to, you shop online, things might not ship on time, right? So there's probably going to be more than ever a push to shop local, and that's fantastic news.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're excited about that.
And we've been talking about these secrets just so for our listeners, because we take for granted that people watch. But if you're listening to this, it's LancasterLocalSecrets.com, where you can get all this wonderful information. You should absolutely go there and jump on their email list, and you can get great up-to-date content like they just sent out for the holiday season. So LancasterLocalSecrets.com for all of this local greatness that we're talking about. I love that you're showcasing local businesses. I think it's great. And I mean, look, these are people in your community. These are the people that you're going to go to, maybe in a fundraiser for the thing you care about. You're going to go to these businesses and ask them to donate. So if you can think of them at the holiday season or for an upcoming birthday in the spring or an anniversary in the summer, it's more than just this coming Small Business Saturday. It's more than just the season. It's really about folks like Mary Sue and Derek supporting local businesses, highlighting them, folks like us with Lancaster Connects, and then you listening, participating, and choosing actively to spend your time and your dollars really more local. Like you said a few minutes ago, sometimes focusing hyper-local in Hempfield School District and Manheim Township is where you may be more specialized. You can certainly serve everybody, but there is a nice thing to being super local and really supporting our community. So I love the fact that you sent that email out and we got to show it. That's really great. I really like that.
Yes, and if any of your listeners want a copy of that email, the forward or whatever, just put them in touch with us, and we'd be happy to have them on the next round.
Yeah, very good.
That's awesome. What's cool? Chris, our producer, was scrolling through the website and the emails and whatnot. I've lived in Lancaster County for 25-ish years. Half the things on there I don't even know about. I've never even heard of before. A lot of things are new. That's a great thing about Lancaster. Lancaster's growing. Tons of new, shops and restaurants and places to visit, experiences. Scratch. I don't know anything about them, and I'd like to know more because I like pastries and desserts. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see this information all over the place.
That's the Long Johns at Achenbach Bakery. grab those.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's an awful lot of icing there.
A lot of
That
them.
looks good.
And they make cakes out of those long johns too, not just
Yeah.
individuals.
Nice.
Very cool.
Very good. Well, so you do Lancaster Local Secrets. Let's talk a little bit about how you help people move into their new home. Join us here in wonderful Lancaster County. Give you some time there. What's the number one way that you help people when they choose to move into our community and into our county?
And you can't say Lancaster Local Secrets.
Connecting them.
It
It
really,
really
is.
is.
And it's taking the time. It's kind of funny because the seller's market, as fun as it is right now, it's not as good as the other market because you don't get to spend as much time with your client. Things are buying and selling. So now I'm going out of my way to find other ways to reconnect with them, not just the deals are closing before you really get to know like when their daughter's birthday is. And
Mhm.
like somebody I sold a house to last year texted me she just had her second baby, so I'll drop off a baby gift. And it's just connecting, explaining why it's a great place and listening to their needs. The other thing is we've been blessed. We have a lot of deep-seated relationships that we're different neighborhoods. We have a lot of listings that aren't listings. They're people say to me, hey, if you have somebody that wants to buy a house, especially in this market, I won't put it on the market officially, but if you know somebody, here's what I'm looking for. So you have to just do whatever it is to make everybody line up.
Yep.
Those are called pocket listings, right?
They are. They are. I didn't know if you know that. Good job.
He's in. How does he know?
And
So-
then Bailey just came about, which I had to laugh at.
Mhm.
We were really trying to rework our
She
marketing.
was ready for a close up.
Yes, she is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Delivery Bailey. So keep an eye
Very
on
cute
her.
puppy.
She's gonna be like, "Where's Bailey?" She'll be going on some of these adventures and sharing some other fun ones.
Yep.
Very good. So you said the market is still is hot. Is it still as hot as it was over the summer? What are people looking at currently with the housing market as we sit here? Going into
They're
Thanksgiving?
looking at anything they can. I mean, that's the So the inventory, what we refer to, when we speak realtor lingo, I guess you could say, we look at the total inventory, and so. I think this morning I saw there was around 450 active for sale homes in all of Lancaster County.
What would normal have been?
Like,
And pre-seller market, what would that have been?
well, so
Triple?
I'm gonna back up and say, okay, 3 years ago, 2018, we were in probably the hottest real estate market anyone remembers, and at any given moment, there were 1,100 houses for sale. So just to kind of like,
1,100. And now there's how many?
yeah, like at any given, I mean, there's an ebb and a flow of, like some people like
Right,
to move while the kids are on, summer break and stuff. So there's kind of a slight tick up and a slight tick down every year, but yeah, 1,100 would have been a pretty normal, but still a vacuum of inventory, a lack of inventory of houses for sale.
And where are we now?
And 450 is like where we are right now. So I mean, it's a third. It's a third. So yeah, it's. I think
It's a
there's
great time to.
I think there's a lot of people out there. A hot market is a good thing, of course, but there's a lot of buyers out there who are like this in their current home, needing more space and stuff. So it's tough. It's tough for them. So if we can work with a buyer and connect them to something that we know about that. They don't want on the MLS, so they're not ready to advertise, and everybody wins. That's what we love. I mean, we just want everybody to get where they want to go.
Yeah, totally.
So what's the like? I'm sure there's a myriad of things that set somebody up when they find that home they want to secure it. A couple of things that are like must have in your arsenal, so to say, to get in the top running or land the contract if you're looking to buy right now?
There's not really another way to say you need a top professional working for you. I mean, shameless plug perhaps, I guess, but I mean, it's just the truth. You know what I mean? You really need just like you guys consult people on the right mattress to fit their needs. It's not so much that a buyer doesn't know what their style is or the kind of house they're looking for or something like that. A buyer typically knows what they're looking for the most part. they just would never be able to move at the speed and be ready to go that this market demands.
Right.
That's if it's on the MLS. If it's not on the MLS, how would they ever know about it? You know, so
And
it's
there's,
twofold.
yeah, and it's also not a bad, right? For new buyers, it's still not a bad thing. You just have to get educated, and you learn, you get sharper. It
Yeah.
will change again, but right now
I
there
think
are some good homes coming on market.
and there's still some misconceptions. Like just because you're financing a home or using very little money down financing doesn't mean you can't get a house. I mean,
Which is true.
what was it, 2 weeks ago? We put a buyer under agreement, and they would have had a house to sell in another market, and they were like 3.5% down FHA loan, and they got a house in this market. So it just,
Right.
I feel like it's a good example that highlights picking a amazing, dedicated professional to work on your behalf is huge, because there's really nothing else that is a must-have. Like everything, everything's unique. Depends on the circumstances. So
And it's fun. It's everything from retiring couples to new babies, new families. I will say I've had a lot of people calling me saying their house was too small during COVID and they discovered it. And I was really kind of surprised.
Oh, wow.
When they realized it. Yeah. And they're like, so we need space. We can't do another winter without it.
we're
So
not doing another winter. Yeah, exactly.
and then the other part that's so fun is I can't tell you how many people we help sell homes for in the past, but now family members are moving here as well because
Mhm.
they just want to be together. Family, the value of families.
The value of family over the last year
It's
and
incredible.
a half. If that could be measured, I think that maybe
Yep.
is an all-time high.
Yeah.
You guys feel that?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen. I think there's a lot of negative around COVID, but what you just touched on is very much a positive. I think if we all look back to March, April, May of 2020, and we look at the meals we were cooking together, sitting around the family dinner table more so together than we maybe do today, or maybe will later this week. Think about that as you're gathering for your Thanksgiving dinner, and that 18 months ago, you were doing this every night because you had to, and it did feel good. Although the circumstance wasn't great, you at least had those you loved the most around you. And I think that we have to look for those positive things when we face adversity. So very good point that people are looking. That's great that people are looking to be more connected as an extended family here in our county. That's really wonderful.
That reflects in their house shopping experience, and what they're basing their decisions on. We've seen that happen.
So as we wrap up, you had on your site, you highlighted the extra give as we did last week here on the show. Anything that you both are connected to charity wise that you want to talk about?
You know what? There's been an organization. It's ironic. Don't you love when things line up in life? You keep getting you follow the breadcrumbs, and all of a sudden you're there. And I said to Derek, something we need to do is there's a group called Off the Streets, which we are very new at exploring them.
I think they're familiar with it.
But it makes sense.
We're making a donation to them tomorrow.
The what?
Well, we've got our trucks heading over to their warehouse tomorrow with some items for donation.
And I was saying, as a realtor, like so many times I'll go there and I'll say to clients, if you can't get it, leave it. I'll take care of it. And it'll be stuff like dishes or measuring cups. And I said, this needs to go to a place that needs it. So going forward, that's going to be our new focus as well, and just help the folks there.
Wonderful.
That's super cool. So you're saying, the stuff that's left behind from a house that you're selling,
Yes.
it needs to go somewhere. Might as well give it off the
It's
street.
a good use. Exactly. Like you're doing with the mattresses. Like this last house we put under, Derek has a truck. He even drove over to help the guy get rid of furniture and like rehab it, reuse it. Somebody really needs it.
Yep.
Well, I'll make the commitment here on the show. If you have something that's larger that fits in your cars, Derek had just heard you have a truck. I have a truck. We obviously have our box truck.
Don't put that out there.
Chris, put that on the screen.
Just
No
Let's
truck.
just look at that.
Derek doesn't have a truck.
has truck. We'll help on Saturdays.
No, but
But
seriously,
we'll put it. I'll put the offer out here. If you've got something like a that obviously Off the Streets needs to be able to use it, but if there's something that needs picked up, please reach out to us. We will help get it over to their warehouse at Burrell Industrial Park and
that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
and help affect more of that because I really love the work they're doing. So
Yeah.
And you
that's
know what?
awesome that you're supporting them.
They're doing something this weekend, this Saturday. They're looking for people to help move them. They are doing an actual move. Unfortunately, I'm not available going forward, that would be fun if you do one Saturday a month where you actually help a family, not just gather the stuff, but move it in with them, like bring them a welcome mat and make them feel like they have something to look forward to, you know?
Yeah, if you're looking for a good holiday experience for the family,
Totally.
some experiences are priceless, I think.
So
I'll never forget when we did a thing here at the store where we raised money to give, what was it, 10 bunk beds away?
Yes.
You
Holiday
know,
hope.
and this was in the same year where, you know, one of our vendors was a Swedish mattress company. We went over to Sweden. Ben and I both got a gift from that vendor of two, you know, we each got our own sleep set and sleep system to have in our home. So we could say we sleep on the product, you know, and we didn't really need it, but we took it because they gave it to us. But like that whole year, and then at the end of the year, here we are raising money because kids for Christmas, all they want to do is to not sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
That was eye-opening to go through that series of events. And that was 2012. That's 9 years ago already. But
Wow, that's awesome.
but yeah, you're right. And we talk about this often. If you obviously charities need money, they will always take a check, but they also need your time. And you know what you just highlighted about helping people move in is great because they do need that help. All these charities need help. They need the boots on the ground, the hands to affect the mission and execute on it. And so maybe if you can't donate money, you can donate some time. And every one of these charities will take your time. I'm positive of it. So we've got Lancaster.offthestreetsnow.com on the screen. For those listening, you can check them out too. All right.
Yeah, fantastic people behind that organization as well.
Yeah, really are. Yeah. That's awesome. You brought them up. That's great.
No, we
We always
figure
like highlighting. Yep.
lots of good ones.
All right. Well, hey, listen, we really appreciate you being on the show. We've got a couple more things to go through, but I think maybe I messed this up. We'll just do our connection cocktail now. So this is kind of 3 quick hit questions. Sorry, Chris. He's at the ready. He had it ready to go.
You can be at the bar.
So this,
Wait, hold on. Making
It's
my
happy
beverage.
hour.
Yeah, time to get personal.
time to get personal. This one should be easy, given you're the creators and promoters and maintainers of Lancaster Local Secrets. So we'll ask the first question. What is your favorite annual event to go to?
Washington Borough Tomato Festival.
Cool.
You familiar?
Well, I've heard, so I used to live in Millersville and would see signs for it all the time. What's so cool about it? I mean, the tomato.
Have you ever had those tomatoes?
Have you ever had a Jetstar tomato?
It's incredible.
They're amazing.
Maybe.
It's all I will grow in my garden now.
Yeah.
And my wife's grandfather describes it the best by saying it's like you cut up. They're huge, you know, and you cut it up, and it's red all the way through. It's like sinking your teeth into a steak. That's what he says,
Oh, wow.
and it is. It's juicy and and red and beautiful. And so they celebrate this amazing species of tomato.
Jetstar.
Yeah, and so they they go there, and it's just fun. It's one of those things that I feel like we as we all changed our perspective during COVID lockdowns and stuff. It's a really simple hometown festival they do right down there at the park in Washington Borough, and they sell tomato sandwiches really inexpensively, and it's just cool. It's got a great vibe to it.
So
Is
my
the
annual
Jetstar?
Jetstar.
I'm sorry.
The Jetstar tomato.
Yeah, like truly.
Is that-
He gave one of my desks. I'm like, where did this come from? It had really good
She's
flavor.
like, thanks.
Yeah.
Is that native
Yeah.
to Washington Borough or something? Like, what's the tie-in to Washington Borough?
I'm not the historian here necessarily, but I've never heard of the Jetstar other than
Okay.
around Washington Borough. So
Washington Borough has
The
good
tomato festival
tomato
there is
growing
like-
soil.
That's what it is.
that is a big piece of it, I think. So
Very
Yeah.
cool.
My
All right.
annual would be this weekend, next weekend, the tree lighting ceremony in downtown Lancaster. Did you ever go to that?
Yep.
You see when Santa Claus comes, they from the Marriott Hotel, they put the ladder up there, and that's how Santa arrives. It's very cool. That'll be next weekend.
I don't know that I've been to that. I'll have to
You'll
check
have to
that
go.
out and see.
Yeah.
All right. So question 1, tomatoes and Santa Claus. Question
Yeah.
2, and we kind of, if you were listening, Mary Sue alluded to this a little bit. How long have both of you lived in Lancaster County?
Me, 30 years.
And I'm about a little over 5.
All right.
Where's home before Lancaster for you?
So kind of the southern Midwest, the Ozark Mountains, if
Very
you've
cool.
ever heard of them, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas area. So yeah,
Just
things
had
are a little
friends
different.
there.
And that's why we work so well together, is that I've been here forever, raised 3 kids, and he's new in town, has little kids,
Mhm.
but is amazing at all IT and all the paperwork and the creative and the marketing. And so we love to say, like, I go out and I know the people, but he knows how to make it all come together. So
Very
it's been
cool.
like, how this partnership
cool.
happen?
Yeah, Lancaster Local Secrets was kind of born out of her and I together in an office, me fixing her computer or doing something like that, and she's over there on her phone, talking to, someone wanting to buy something or whatever. And then she would put her phone down and she would say, "What are you doing with the kids this weekend?"
Like polo. I love the polo.
And I would say, "I have no idea," because I'm like, what do I know? Because I'd been here maybe 2 years at that point, 3 years. And she would say, "There is this super cool thing that no one knows about," and blah, 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 and go over there. And like, she doesn't just tell you to go eat at a restaurant. She says, go to a restaurant, order this off the menu. I mean, she like gives you the game plan. It's gold. It's gold. So
That's great. That's great. Well, thanks for sharing. Last question, and it's a big one.
Uh-oh.
Turkey Hill, Sheets, or Wawa?
I'm definitely Wawa.
Oh,
Love
okay.
the subs and love the coffee.
All right. Derek?
Rudders.
Oh, he went with the unlisted fourth option.
No, so
Hey, there's
Quick
some
story.
things at Rudders that are Jeff
Yeah,
approved
so
for sure.
quick story. We're hanging out with my wife's parents who live just over in Mountville. We live in Centerville, 10 minutes apart or so. We're hanging out with them probably a couple of years ago now. But her father says to me, "You know what we should do? Normally you say, oh, let's just go get a pizza for dinner, He says, "You know what we should do? We should go over to the gas station and get wings." And I went, what? Because, what would you do, right? When someone said that, let's go to the gas station and get
I lived a similar experience.
Yeah. So he realized like what came out of his mouth, I think, and he said, "No, seriously." And I'm addicted to their wings, like ever since. So you go to Rudders.
Rudders Wings.
Now,
I've never had Rudders wings. I'm going to have to now.
at any other gas station. But yeah, they're awesome. You get like a craving for good wings every once in a while.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Very
There's
cool.
your plug for Rudders in Mountville.
Jeez.
Yep.
Well,
Very good. I said I had a similar experience when Sheets first came to town in Brownstown. This is when I lived in Ephrata as a single man in my bachelor days, hanging out with my buddies, and I'm like, "Hey, let's go get a schmuffin," like 3 in the morning or morning, and they're like, "Jeff, if you want to wrap up the party, just say so. Don't make up words. Like, what the heck is a schmuffin?" I'm like, "No, you got to try these things out." And that, so that happened.
Then you're defending yourself. No, it's a thing.
Yeah. But they had no clue until they got there, and then everybody's life was changed. So
Bingo. Yeah, my life was changed
by the schmuffin.
Changed by the schmuffin. So, Mary Sue, Derek, it's been a pleasure. We appreciate you being on the show. Bailey as well. We're gonna get back to a little bit of business and then pick our prize winner. All right. So thank you for hanging out. Go to LancasterLocalSecrets.com. Yeah. Well, thanks for noticing and being on the show. We appreciate you being here. Again, LancasterLocalSecrets.com for all things Lancaster. And if you're looking to move into the area or looking to relocate in the area, definitely check out Mary Sue and Derek at Wolf and Webb Real Estate. I'm sure they'll be able to help you find that.
2 B's, yep.
2 B's.
Webb.
We'll get that corrected. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Yep.
Thanks, guys, and have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you too. All right. Well, we've got a prize to award here, so we'll do that momentarily. It is Black Friday week. It is Thanksgiving week. I want to report back. We'll cover this next Monday. I had a hard time thinking of next Monday. I got so excited. I got so excited with the question. So I'm a stuffing in the bird kind of guy. What are you?
Yeah, in the bird.
2 in the bird.
I asked Lindsay if so we're hosting and we're making the turkey and
Notice the
meal.
hands.
I asked if we're doing stuffing in the bird and she said no. So that might have to change.
So it's 1-1.
I would prefer the in the bird stuffing, but apparently we're not making it. So
Yeah.
maybe it's difficult. I don't know. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
I love producer Chris in the background. Love it. So anyway, we'll cover this Monday. We'll put it in your put it in the brain here. Report back next Monday if your stuffing was in the bird or not and how great it was or wasn't. Anyway, so it is Black Friday week. We will be closed Thursday for Thanksgiving. We will be open Black Friday. You can go to see all of our specials that we have for Black Friday at gardnersmattressandmore.com/sales. We have all of our Black Friday listings there. We do have some discontinued beds to still get through and go through. They're kind of like growing. They're multiplying. I think they're doing things to each other in the trailer and multiplying. But that stack is now twice as big. Now, in all seriousness, we're doing a little bit of a warehouse expansion here, and we uncovered a little corner. We're bringing them out in the forefront, so we still have a decent amount of these mattresses, specifically in queen and full, a couple split king sets. So really, really a great way to get a wonderful mattress at a discount price. And this is your last chance to win. So put something in the chat, comment. I know we had a handful of people commenting throughout the show. I believe it was Danielle said hi. Hi, Danielle. Your comment came in and went out before I got the chance to say hello. So thank you for tuning in. And I think with that, one last thing. If you want to be a guest on the show, it was Dawn, not Danielle. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Thanks for tuning in.
You're really great with names.
I have been terrible with it. I don't know what it is. I might need to go to the doctor. If you want to be a guest on the show, go to lancasterconnects.com/guest. Fill out the form. You want to participate in all this fun and tomfoolery. We do have a great time.
It is fun.
We highlight great local businesses. We get the chance to highlight great local charities like Off the Streets. We are booking into January at this point, mid-January to be exact.
Yep.
So it's not like you have to do it next week. You have some time to think about what you want to say on the show. So go to lancasterconnects.com/guest, and we will get it set up and on the schedule. And you can catch it everywhere that's cool online, YouTube, Facebook, and our own personal Facebook pages. And without too much ado, do you want to tell Chris to hit the prizolator?
The randomizer?
I like the prizolator.
Prizolator. Okay. Drum roll. Go ahead, Chris. Do it.
See, Ben put his own name in. I'm going to laugh if Ben wins. How did I get in there? I didn't enter.
I must have been on the Gardener's page when I did it.
The prizolator's broken. Way to go, Ben.
Well, at least there's nothing nefarious in the.
Yeah, not like last week. Pete Primo wins.
Pete probably has a foot massager though.
He might, but hey, he's a winner. We'll
All
get
right.
it to Pete.
We'll get it to Pete.
Pete usually comes around to visit about this time of year,
Yeah. And
he
usually
brings
us
treats.
some.
but they're not gluten-free, so I get yours.
I will
Dibs.
break my rule for
Dibs.
Pete.
No, I'm not going to let you do it. I care too much, Ben, about your health. All right.
Thank you.
Don Peter says the only person I know would be a shoe-in for the show. Already was on the show. Okay, Don Peters. Who am I missing? Where am I not making the connection?
Maybe she was saying that she knew somebody.
Don, I'm
could
sorry,
be a good
totally
guest, but
ju-
she was already on the show.
See, I told you I may need to see somebody. Don, thank you for your support. We appreciate you. Congrats to Pete on winning the foot massager. And that was this week's show of Lancaster Connects. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We truly do have a lot to be thankful for here. All right. Have a great week. Enjoy your turkey day. Take care, Lancaster.